Hello, everyone, and welcome to Global Wellness for All podcast. My name is Laleh Hancock, and I have the great pleasure of being your host every single week, bringing in conversations, tools, resources to bringing more wellness and well-being in all aspects of our lives, whether it's relationships, it's finances, business, our bodies and mental health, whether it's having more communion with our magical earth or bringing more awareness and consciousness in everything that we're choosing. So thank you so much for being here. Hi everyone, this is Laleh Hancock and I'm here with Mr. Dr. David Kubes.
Hello everyone.
I know a lot of you guys around the world know David. He's this incredible entrepreneur, amazing lawyer, amazing facilitator. But you know what? It didn't all start that way. And I want to have a little bit of a vulnerable conversation with David because there's so many people out there. You guys have a lot of great ideas, but you're not always sure how to get started. And one of the things that I love about David is the ease, the joy, and the invitation he is to inviting people to have more money, to include money in their ideas, and to allow those creations not to just stay in your head, but to physically actualize. So I want to know more of David, even as a kid, you've always been this ambitious, out-of-the-box thinker.
Well, out-of-the-box thinker, I knew I wanted more in life. I grew up in a very mediocre family, but my parents moved into, it was called a social housing, where the government provided cheap rental in a very rich neighborhood. So I was inspired by all these rich people. I saw that they fly to the Caribbean, they have big villas, they have beautiful cars, they went out to nice dinners. I saw that all and I wanted that. So I went okay, I'll have that too. And if we don't have the money, well, I can go and work. And my first job when I was 6 years old that I created was collecting glass bottles and bringing them back to the store, getting 1 cent per bottle. That is kind of a recycling motivation for people not to throw the glass away. And that's how I started. I made a little money. I thought I was super rich then. Oh, I was a bit delusional.
Hey, you were probably the richest 6-year-old there was on the planet.
Yeah, but then I found out I could walk dogs. So I started walking dog for a lady who had a full-time job. Then I started babysitting, and it kept going. It kept going and going and going. I knew what I wanted. I wasn't there yet, but I was obviously willing to do whatever it takes. And I had the craziest jobs. One day I remember when I was in university, I was counting cars at an intersection of a highway for statistics.
See, there's always money in there somewhere.
There is money anywhere, but I always knew it's just temporary. So all the jobs I did, I had fun doing them because I knew it's just temporary. I knew it's just temporary. So until you get there, if you go, yeah, is that fun? Well, not really, but will it take me there? Yes, at least a step closer, at least a step further. And that knowing it's just temporary, it made it so much fun because I knew I'm not going to do this until the end of my life. I got most of the jobs I had were really boring or exhausting. I was like, no, I want more. And now look at my life. I think I'm really privileged and also very honored to be able to say I lived the life I've always dreamed of. And that's what I wish for everyone out there. And yes, you can, because I'm not privileged. I was just, ready to do whatever it takes. And everybody can choose that.
But when you say you have the life that you always desire to have, you're not saying you hit your destination. You're just saying one of those moments or milestones or what are the things that you desire to create. Yeah, now it's that platform.
It is, and I did have moments in my life where I actually reached what I wanted to ask for, and then I thought, okay, I made it, that was it. gladly I got very bored, and then I wanted more, and then I wanted more. And today, especially after having been introduced to the tools of access consciousness, I know when I say I have the life I've always dreamed of, always desired, part of that is to want more. I always want more, and it's okay. I'll never arrive anywhere. I'll never settle down anywhere. I want my life to be a non-stop adventure that always moves on. And I also know that I am the one who can create it. And that's the commitment to my life, to always ask for more, to always move on, and to never have a judgment about when will you ever settle down, when will you ever retire. Never.
I think I'm gonna be one of those that, you know, on my grave site, they're like, the Energizer Bunny, you know, the one who just kept going and going and going and going. Okay, girls, who are my children who are watching this, just remember that for the future.
Oh my God, poor kids, you need to deal with her when she's getting old. Pushing her in a wheelchair to her next class at the age of 95.
No, I'll hire someone. No, my kids, no, they don't even have to worry about that. Mom figures out what she wants to do, and she's gonna go make it happen without the obligation of that it has to be someone else doing it for me, but also knowing who you need to add to your life to contribute to where you're going.
And to be willing to ask for help, to be willing to delegate, allow yourself to go beyond. If you want to have a big, 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 great, wonderful, amazing life, well, add to it. It's not how much can I do myself and then go either or. I'm adding and adding and adding. And sometimes I add stuff that doesn't turn out very well. So what? Add something else.
Yeah, but those moments you added something that didn't yield what you were thinking, but it provided something.
Yes, I learned something. I became aware of something. There were so many times when I thought, oh wait, this is the way to do it. I got it now. Oh my God. At the end, when that occurs in your life, well, add some humor. Let it go and choose something else. Do not worry about your past choices. If I would worry about the past choices I made that didn't really create what I desired to, oh my God, I would have a dark life. It wouldn't be fun. I did a lot of shit, so what? Move on.
Yeah, that's so true. So there is this, there's a new world that's available to each of us when it comes to adding more to our lives, but also increasing our financial reality, allowing that financial reality to look so different than it looked yesterday. So you already gave people lots of different tools here to kind of how to get started, but how to keep adding to what they already have. But what else would you kind of put out there as a tool or something for people to consider as they're looking to change or, you know, create a new financial reality?
Well, what I recently did after having a conversation with Gary Douglas, I was looking at my life. Where do I want to be at the age of 85? And then I look, wait a minute, there's so much more, and there's like, you know, almost 40 years that I can still go creating that, and having that sense of what am I living for? Find out, what are you living for? Where do you want to be at the age of 85? Retired in your tiny little home, living on a government pension, or do you still want to travel the world? You still want to keep going? There is no right or wrong vision or idea of what you want to be. Just find out truth. What do I want to create in life? And look at towards the end. A lot of people tend to slow down at the end. When I played with that tool, I got, oh my God, I'm never going to slow down. And that created this space and ease. Wait a minute, that's where I want to be, but it doesn't have to show up tomorrow. I'm a very impatient person. But since I noticed, wait a minute, there are 40 years to go until I'm 85, so let's just relax into it while always having it in my presence, in my awareness. And that kept me, keep going. Because this is where I want to be. This is how I want to live. And I'm not planning on slowing down when I'm getting older. I'll speed it up.
Yeah. And whatever it is that works for you guys. And I think one thing about David and the way he facilitates is he just keeps reminding each of us what's going to work for you. and finding whatever that thing is that actually works for you.
That's very important, because just having the way people think they have to be once they have more money or a different financial reality. My way is I want to work. I love traveling. I'm talking about a private jet, but that's my way of enjoying life and living. The invitation is, where do you want to be? What works for you? There's no right or wrong way to be. I recently had a lady in the class. She said she wants a house on the sea where she can invite her friends and still do facilitation. And she said, why would that be wrong? I said, why is it wrong? And she said, well, everybody tells me it's not big enough. I said, oh, everybody, but what do you know? What do you desire? That gave her so much freedom and space. So you can share all your dreams and vision with friends, but I wouldn't ask them, what do you think? You know, the feedback of others. Have that for yourself and know it for yourself and claim and own it for you, because the minute you want it, the minute you choose it, it's okay.
Yeah, this is awesome. Thank you so much, David. And below we'll have all of David's information, ways that you can reach him. And he has some private sessions also available if you guys are looking at creating something for your personal life or your business or anything else. So thank you, David.
Thank you, Laleh, and thank you out there. See you soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much for being here, whether you were listening or watching live or on a replay. We are so grateful for you. We want to hear from you. What would you like to hear about? What are topics that get you excited and you would like to know more about? You can message us on social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, or even sending us a message at globalwellnessforall.com/contact. And also, would you be willing to assist us? Would you be willing to contribute spreading these seeds of wellness and well-being to others? And as always, we are so happy you're here and what is truly possible with our amazing planet the minute we're willing to have more wellness and well-being. See you next time.